Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? I don't know if Rumble's working. I've got it playing, but I don't know if it's actually working, and if it is, it's very laggy. Because I'm trying to multi-stream again, so there you go. Me twas, how you going? You're over there. I don't know if you can hear me. Mine isn't playing at all. I'm just going to refresh that and see what happens. Is anything happening? Oh, it is, it is. Yes, it is happening over there. Okay, lovely. We've got a cat trying to get on the stream. Oh dear. Oh no. She's trying again. And who have we got here on YouTube? We got Out to Lunch. Shannon, how you going? Kai, how you going? Charles, how you going? Alex, how you going? The cat, how you going? Dealey, how you going? Luna, how you going? Who else have we got? Nisi, how you going? Sherry, how you going? David, how you going? Deb, how you going? Darren, how you going? Charles, how you going? I don't know if I said that already. George, how you going? Okay, Rumble's streaming, but no way to chat. Well, Metwas is over on Rumble, and Metwas has chatted. Metwas? Not 100% sure. But I'm doing this because I'm going to go over some of the news here, the things that I can go over, with the cat sitting on my arm. And, yeah, we'll see how we go anyway. Okay, let me just refresh my bookmarks and then I'll get the screen happening. Okay. Oh, anti-white ideology is being pumped into schools, so you'll see that on Rumble. Apparently Byron Donalds calls for prosecution of Biden. CPAC's going off, okay? The CPAC is going off. Letitia James says she's ready to seize Trump's buildings and assets if he can't pay the $354 million. Okay, here we go. People are saying, Julian's Rum here said it wasn't a solar flare. We're not retarded. Gotta be careful saying that word. There's a lot on the solar flare. Where's the rest of it? Hang on. Julian's Rum also said, worth noting, all the CIA comm satellites were named Corona. Another big flare, X6.3 class just now. This was a couple of days ago, or yesterday. It is oversaturating the SDO. One of the GeoGo's satellites has been knocked offline. Corona. Route T83. Corona new control. Corona now offline. Corona task route. Corona 16 now offline. Blind eyes in the sky. Shall we play a game? Sounds like war games. Shall we play a game? Kim.com said New Zealand central bankers say they're in great business where they can just print money and believe it's real. Remember that the next time you go grocery shopping. Schools in Queensland. School trip field to a mosque. They're doing this now. Oh my goodness, what else can I tell you about? Oh, we see that arsonists are at it again in Victoria, says Groofer. The fires are set on purpose, the WF behind every disaster occurring worldwide today. Every single one, manufactured events, attacks, stay safe Australia, sack the government and end the WF tyranny. I agree. Oh dear. Okay, they're going to do another round of censorship, so if I do disappear on here, look for Rumble, but also look for my other channel, Hev123. I'll go back on there. Okay, Wendy Rogers said it's not being run by them. They are fossilised avatars. People in the know tell me Susan Rice and her ilk are destroying the country. Colin Rugg said 81-year-old Joe Biden holds hands with 83-year-old Nancy Pelosi as they make their way to Marine One. Biden was elected to the Senate in 1972. Pelosi became a representative in 1987. Your country's being run by the elderly who would be in nursing homes if it wasn't for their decades of reign. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Oh, look, it's the geriatric, leading the geriatric, sorry. Look, I'm heading towards geriatric, don't you worry. Oh, shit, look at them. They both belong in a wheelchair in a home somewhere. Put out to pasture. Put me out to pasture. Someone put me out to pasture, please. Someone put them out to pasture first, though. Okay. The pub test. Happiest Australia EST 1788 day. I think a lot of Australians are starting to get in the American way of thinking now. I've been there for years. Anyway, audit now. Exclusive. Aboriginal corporation breaks wealth record. A $1 billion empire. I wonder why. And I don't think it's a $1 billion empire. I think it'd be more than that, wouldn't it? When we give them so much money every year and nothing helps the Aboriginal people. You can't throw money at a problem. You've got to give them real world help, not just throw money at it, for God's sake. Okay. Clown World said he literally set his feet in concrete in protest of the skyrocketing soy milk prices. Okay. Seriously? How silly are these people? I'm going to turn this down because I'm not in this one up a bit. See if I can just adjust the volume before we get our ears blown off. Okay, let's have a look.
Would you like me to put my sign up high?
Sure.
Save the planet! Save the cows! And the vegan! Upcharge now!
Save the planet!
Save the cows! And the vegan! Upcharge now! Save the planet! Save the cows! And upcharge now! Save the planet!
Would you like me to put my sign?
I'm with that guy at the end there. Soy milk sucks. I don't know what to say anymore. Why are you cementing your feet? What is that going to achieve? Seriously? Bella, what's this going to achieve? Hey? What's it going to achieve? Tell me now. I want to know. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. They're vegans, okay? Anyway. Not much that these, not normal vegans, but really loud vegans all over the internet, those ones. Yeah. They seem to be insane. I don't know. That's just the way it seems. Ooh. James Lindsay, ultra-low social credit, said, I'm once again reminding you that the Democrats might be communists and their goal is to destroy the country enough to take it over. They are, okay? Conservative war machine. I know I changed it, but that's because of YouTube. Watch Virginia Democrats are trying to push through a soft-on-crime bill that would provide leniency to 701 first-degree murderers, 77 second-degree murderers, 556 abductors, 325 essayers, and 762 robbers, which will play over on Rumble. And anyone remember this? I don't know if anyone remembers this. She don't like, she don't like, she don't like, she does like cocaine. She does, this one. Remember Dan Andrews doing the same thing? Yeah. Bit of paranoia that, I should have checked the mirror before I came on. The only problem I have is my nose actually runs. Not because of anything like that. I don't touch anything like that. Praying Medic said, spaceweather.com has confirmed an X6.3 class solar flare within the last hour. It's the largest solar flare of this 11-year cycle. It's unknown if the flare is Earth-directed. If it is, it'll be a day or two before it affects communications on Earth. Just be warned, I don't know. Been many times and they're warning all over the place. And was Leave the World Behind like predictive programming? Cyber attack? I don't know. I wonder how cyber attackish can they get. I wonder if they can control certain missiles or send missiles flying off all over the place. Sorry, no, I don't mean to scare anyone, but sometimes I do wonder. You're sitting on my hand, on my phone, on the mouse. Okay, oh my darling. She just wants attention. Mike Davis said, powerful Supreme Court amicus. Don't touch that, it's a candle, sweetie. Sorry, her paw was going in for the candle. And I'm like, you're going to burn your paw. I know, darling, but just sit down, sweetheart. Not on the mouse and not on my hand. So she sits on my hand. Or she's laying on it. Oh, God love her. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my cat here. Mike Davis said, powerful Supreme Court amicus brief by legal heavyweights, including vocal never-Trumper Stephen Calabrese. Are you right there? Oh, God. They make a persuasive argument Garland's appointment of Jack Smith is unconstitutional. Thus, Jack Smith's prosecutions of Trump are illegal. Who would have guessed? I think we already knew that. Gunther Eagleman said, good, keep illegals out of our elections. A leading report said breaking an appeals court has overturned a New York City law that would have allowed an estimated 800,000 non-citizens to vote in municipal elections. Starts at the local level. Okay, Dr. CIET17 said, if you think this was a solar flare, you might as well be. You might be as awake as a liberal. Okay. MJ Truth Ultra said, Don Jr. broke the internet. He doesn't even believe it was a solar flare. Does anyone actually believe this was a solar flare? Next, they'll tell us that the stars are aligning in retrograde or some crap which made it worse. Lol. At this point, if you don't have a hard time believing anything the government tells you, you must be living under a rock. Donald Trump Jr. said, does anyone actually believe this was a solar flare? Are you right there? Next, they'll tell us the stars are aligning in retrograde or some crap. Same thing that I just read. MJ Truth Ultra said, and there it is, a solar flare caused the nationwide communications outage. We're entering into a solar maximum. We're going to see more solar storms, solar flares. This is complete and utter horse shit. They are laying the groundwork, the narrative, for now 2 possible black swan events. A major solar flare, Carrington event, cyber pandemic. Okay, they're laying the groundwork here. Oh my God, how many links has he put in the same post? I didn't know you could do this. Okay. Major nationwide communications outage from AT&T, cell and internet. Is this a dry run for what's coming? Apparently Starlink went out too. But how can a solar flare just hit certain companies? Millions of AT&T customers were waking up to an SOS message with absolutely no cell or internet service this morning on their cell phones starting around 2:30 a.m. 30,000 plus outages according to down detectors. Major cities impacted: Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Atlanta and many other locations. Calling emergency services 911 not possible. AT&T is radio silent, no messages on social media or announcements on what prompted the outage. My thoughts, fam, I'm not going to lie here. I feel like this is a dry run for something bigger. These things do not happen. Not with the amount of infrastructure and redundancy that is in place with these kind of communications. And whatever the reason they end up saying caused this, take with a grain of salt. They're likely lying. For the past several weeks, we've been hearing non-stop how American infrastructure has been compromised, specifically by China. Well, why are they going Russia, Russia, Russia all the time? We've heard from a sheriff who said there's more red flags now than before 9/11, which includes the major threat of cyber attacks. This AT&T outage will get resolved soon, I'm sure of it, but I strongly feel this is a test run. Make whatever preparations you feel necessary because the threat of a major EMP-related cyber event seems like what they're planning. I don't understand how you can put this many links in. Anyway. FBI Christopher Wray met with sheriffs in DC, warns there are more red flags than 9/11 and warns of inevitable... Oh, of course he does, yep. There you go. So there we go. Oh. Okay, there's a whole new thread in there somewhere. Oh my goodness. How many... Oh, there we go. Wow, all that came from that. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, Robin Minotti said what Assange did was to expose the CIA money laundering operation at the centre of the military-industrial complex that I probably shouldn't read. It also includes, things like John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, John Lennon. Anyway, I'll play that on Rumble because I will be going over to Rumble shortly and breaking YouTube off. Okay, Cat Turd even said breaking an unprecedented solar flare unseen in 43 years happened today and caused a massive AT&T shutdown. Verizon, however, had previously installed anti-solar flare devices and they were not affected. And now they're saying... Readers said the cellular outage today was caused by a software update failure. If you trust ABC 7 Chicago News and abcnews.go.com. That's up to you if you trust them. Is that because everyone on the internet was onto them, so they had to say, oh, no, it was just a software update failure. Okay, I won't be showing that one here. Chuck Costello said, breaking now, America First Legal sues Fulton County District Attorney's Office for illegally concealing documents between Fannie Willis's office and the Biden White House. Developing, the American people have a right under the law to fully understand how the Biden White House or DOJ was involved in the partisan indictment of President Trump. America First Legal. Breaking now, Fulton County Board of Ethics to take up multiple ethics complaints referencing Fulton County DA Fannie Willis. Okay, it's open to the public. Yes, we know that. We've seen it. Will Trump show up? Who knows? Okay, yep. Thursday, March 7th at 10 a.m. And just put a footnote anyway. They both have. Fannie and Wade have been going at it since 2019, and I believe their messages show that. And they lied on the stand, saying, no. Yes. Okay, I will go, can I go into that here? Okay, well, Alex Jones said the establishment press is now just realising that almost everyone hates them. The days of everyone agreeing on an established set of facts is over. MSM wage war on reality and the real world is striking back. Just keep telling us 2 men can have a baby or that basic dictatorship is good. Disclosed TV said New Canada's Trudeau believes there's a deliberate undermining of mainstream media by conspiracy theorists. Spoiler alerts. Spoiler alert.
There is out there a deliberate undermining of mainstream media. There are the conspiracy theorists, there are the social media drivers who are trying to do everything they can to keep people in their little filter bubbles, to prevent people from actually agreeing on a common set of facts, the way, you know, the CBC and CTV, when they were our only sources of news.
So he wants the bigger bubble, not just the little bubbles, okay? He wants the bigger bubble that the mainstream media has over everybody.
You know, used to project across the country, at least a common understanding of things. There is out there.
Oh, don't play again. No, I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him again. No, I don't like the man. I don't want to hear him again. Anyway, yeah. Well, the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is about, well, I don't know. It's getting less and less. Can be a day. Can be 6 months. Oh, Wendy Rogers said, Louisianans, buy more ammo. Leading report said, breaking, Louisiana lawmakers have passed a bill to allow people to conceal carry guns without a permit. The bill now leads to the House, where the GOP holds a 2/3 supermajority. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has already signalled that he plans to sign the bill if it reaches his desk. Way to go. Okay, and more on the, Steve said, damn, this Chicago resident is done with Democrats supporting illegal immigrants. This video is very damaging to the Democrats and they would absolutely hate it if you shared this. Let's have a little look. It's from Fox, I think.
What's happening is they're emptying out the dregs of their jails into the United States, into our communities. They're junking up our country. And yeah, we feel some kind of way about it because it's our country. Yeah, Black History Month, the American descendants of slavery. And I want you to know, Brandon Johnson, I understand what Breakmore's saying about we still on the plantation, but what you're looking at right now, this is what a free Negro look like. And I'm telling you, we're going to get our city back. We're going to stand for our people. We're going to get them out of our communities because they don't deserve to be there. You watch us. We black out here, and we're going to handle our business. You watch that. I'm a free black woman. This is how we get down.
Okay. Well, now they're realising, okay, that, remember the Great Replacement theory? That's not really a theory, okay? I think black people and black Americans and Aboriginals are going to find out that they're also being replaced. It's not just like white people, the main thing, but they are going after Americans. And if you're black, you're still an American, they're coming after you. Same as in Australia. Doesn't matter if they're Aboriginal, it doesn't matter if they're white. They want the third world countries in our Western nations. Ian Miles Chong said, X-Mail is coming. Goodbye, Gmail. Nate said, when we making X-Mail? Elon Musk said, it's coming. We'll see how that goes. Oh, do you remember this guy? Oh my goodness, not all preachers are good. Okay, let me tell you, please. Historic video, millionaire preacher on why he had to buy a private jet. Now, look at this man. I don't know, I can see just, he looks evil. Okay, he really does to me. The eyes, the whole, and I've watched a lot of stuff on this man. Can't remember his name. But I have watched a lot of stuff on him, and this man is not all right. She's not sitting on the candle, is she? She's going to burn her bum. Don't burn your bottom. sweetie. Okay, let's play this.
I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere. And Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
Well, my question then, okay.
And if you've watched this whole interview, I don't know. I don't trust this guy as far as I could throw him. So don't believe every preacher that, just, you know, even if they sound good, just be careful. Be careful who you believe. Even me, be careful of believing me. Just be careful with everybody. Peter Sweden said, incredible scenes. The French farmers are now planting fields outside the entrance to government buildings in protest against the green agenda. Share if you stand with the farmers. Good on them. Oh dear. Get some plants in there. Block the front entrance off. Okay, the rubber duck said Luke, LOOQ at today's big solar flare. Looks like directed impact. Where is that, don't go near my cup of tea. No. I'm trying to look up the cyber attack thing. Hang on. My cat's on my keyboard. I can get a diagram for the cyber. Oh, sweetie, please, let me have it. Good girl. Cyber attack map. Right, which one was it? I think it's this one. Oh, no, but holy bejesus, my darling. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, doesn't come on, there's more than that normally. The United Kingdom is hitting Mexico. The United States is hitting the United States. What's going on here? Is this just, I don't know, France? Oh, here we go. They're starting to go. France hit Israel. Spain's hit Turkey. Germany's hit Brazil. The United States is hitting Turkey. I'm pretty sure there was a better one than this. Germany and Spain are going at it. Spain and Turkey. United States against the United States. United States, Turkey. Okay, let's see if we got a better one. Hang on. Come on. There you go. Lots going into and out of the US. Yeah, there's a couple hitting Australia from... Oh, and Australia's hitting... Oh, what was that? United States. And United States is hitting Australia. There's a war! No, I'm kidding. I don't know if that was it. Threat map checkpoint. Because this one seems a bit slow. They don't seem to have much at the moment. China to China. Well done, China. Okay, anyway. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. A solar flare in a straight line, a very small area. Wouldn't it at least hit the whole side that's facing the sun? Okay, B. Gromit said no grass, just cages. Okay, do you want to see what Bill Gates had in store? This is why they buy farms, because they're the real factory farmers, believe me. Okay, look at the cows, right? I hate this. And I eat meat, right? But I don't like this.
Hours. Blessed be our new founding fathers.
Okay, there's music in there. So I'll take that out. Okay. So this is what they want for us. Or, you know, they don't want the cows roaming freely, after all. The farts might, you know, I don't know, stink up the ozone layer. I don't know. Oh, my God. Julian's Rum said the outages started about 9 hours after Elon posted this. Elon wrote, "This is a test. Who's in control?" Good stuff. Look, you little munchkin. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know if I can read that here. Oh, yes, I can. Verica said Australia. This is planned by your government to beat you into submission and replace you. See Italy, UK, France, right? It's a global WF UN agenda, in case you didn't know. Importing African migrants and Muslims that hate us all by design. Pity we're not allowed to defend ourselves and gave up our guns. People are starting to realise. I have been saying this since about 2010 or 12. And when I do to Australians, they look at me like I am absolutely nuts. So I'm glad that other people are starting to realise. Thank God. And there's more than like it's everywhere. People are starting to realise in Australia, you should not have given up your arms. Without your arms, you have no legs. Okay, 9 News Queensland exclusive. A Logan family has been held captive at knife point during a violent home invasion. The victims had hunting knives held to their throats but lived to tell the tale. The armed men warning they would kill them if they had to. Look, seriously, if Australia was armed... Sorry, my cat keeps pushing the microphone right up to my mouth. When you're armed, you have less chance of this happening. And most of these, I believe, happen in places or that people are not armed. Illuminati Bot said, you will drink the bug milk. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh. What is this they make from the black fly lava? Every time I go to put my cup down, she's on it. She wants my cup of tea. That's what she wants. Oh. Hang on,
we take the insect.
I'll go back because I didn't play that.
Entomilk is a dairy alternative that we make from black soldier fly larvae. We take the insects and we process it into a dairy alternative. It forms a rich and creamy liquid which looks and acts just like dairy. Entomilk is very rich in protein, fat, calcium, iron and zinc, which is really good for you. And it's got a very creamy mouthfeel. The world needs alternatives to survive. Insects are vital for the future of food because they require very little land. They don't damage the environment like livestock. They don't produce greenhouse gases. And that meets the demand for ice cream. The world is going to struggle to produce enough food for the growing population, and I find insects a very viable option. Can you believe it's made from insects? Hi, I'm Leah Bessa. I live in Cape Town, and I make dairy alternatives from insects.
Oh dear God. Stop the planet, I want to get off. Oh dear. Son of a bench. Said Alberta towns votes to ban pride crosswalks. More cities and towns should do this. This type of crosswalk is political. Crosswalks should be about pedestrians' safety, period. They should. They should not be political. Neither should half of these, seriously, these shops and corporations. You don't need to be political. But hey, they're being exposed, so. CPAC, just now, President Bukele, who elected Soros to dictate public policy and laws, why does he feel entitled to impose this agenda? Soros and his cronies hit a brick wall in El Salvador. El Salvadorians are now immune to his influence. No one believes his lies anymore. Good stuff. Yeah, CPAC's going off. They're all standing up over there. Canberra said, well. Fulton Judge Scott McAfee, who is overseeing the Trump case, made a donation to the campaign of DA Fannie Willis. Is that why she walked in the courtroom like she owned the place and spoke down to the judge and down to the lawyer who was questioning her? And, yeah, I don't know. Malcolm Roberts said, who do you trust to keep your data safe? Katie Gallagher's finance department is once again cleaning up after a privacy leak involving 400 service providers. How does the government believe it can reassure the public it's capable of managing digital IDs for all if it cannot manage sensitive data? This is the second major government data security breach since November and could cost taxpayers millions of dollars. Maybe Minister Gallagher should be here in Australia keeping an eye on her department instead of over in Rio de Janeiro. When my baby smells me, I go to Rio de Janeiro. Oh my God, oh, would you stop, please? My cat. Eric Matheny said, would you look at that? Egypt has a secure border. Ollie London said desperate Palestinians fleeing Gaza stand at the Egyptian border. Egypt, an Arab country, is refusing to open its borders to the refugees. Not a single Arab country has offered to take in the refugees. Why do you think that is? But yet here in Western nations, we're taking them. And they're protesting all over Australia and England and everywhere. Chief Nerd said, okay. Oh, yep. Chief Nerd said Joe Rogan, Kid Rock on how Trump exposed the media. One thing no one can deny is that he exposed the media. He exposed the media for being a propaganda agent. It's not just the news. They spent years talking about some fake collusion story with Russia and never apologised for it. Let's have a listen.
One thing no one can deny is that he exposed the media. He exposed the media for being essentially a propaganda agent. It's not just the news.
Yep.
And to pretend it's the news, they never covered anything that he did that was positive. Anything had some negative spin on it. They spent years talking about some fake collusion story with Russia and never apologized for it, never took it back, and they'll allow people on the show to support that, to try to justify that, or to try to even say that it's not true, that he did collaborate with Russia.
How many times have been watching the evening news? I'm a sucker for news, and I've flipped between them. I'll flip between CNN and MSNBC and Fox. Mainly Fox, but then I watch the evening news. I watch ABC one night, NBC. This is just one example. There's a million of them, as you know, but they're talking about January 6th, and they completely edit his speech. They take out the part where he says, let's march down there peacefully, or whatever. He actually says that, and they cut it out. He says, we're going to march down the Capitol, cut, and then they go, if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country.
Yep.
I mean, how the fuck do they get away with that?
They get away with it because they are the news, and no one's checking them. There's not another news. If the news was real, the other news organizations would go, this is horrible propaganda, and what you've done is you've edited out a former president, you've changed his words, this should be illegal. You're taking it completely out of context. The whole thing is so fucking screwball. Every single presidential race we've ever had that I can remember, people contested the results. Hillary Clinton.
When Hillary Clinton did it and Stacey Abrams,
they all
no fucking
said
big deal.
He didn't really win the election. They all said there was Russian collusion. They all said that he was essentially an agent of Russia. They all said that he's an illegitimate president. They all said that he didn't win the election. They all said that. There were so many people that said it. It was nuts.
Oh, pencil neck, fucking dick, fuck Adam Schiff.
It's crazy how people still listen to those folks.
You know what's crazy about that?
Wrong
about that election? I'm not a conspiracy guy or whatever, but I'm like, fucking, it just seems like shenanigans.
I love when anybody says, I'm not a conspiracy guy.
Does that mean I'm a conspiracy? I'm a total fucking conspiracy guy. Fuck it.
One thing.
Huh. There you go. I like this guy. Who is this guy? Kid Rock. There you go. Oh, God. He just said it like it was. Tom Fitton says CBS seizes confidential files of fired reporter pursuing Hunter Biden laptop story, an unprecedented move. So the CBS is seizing confidential files of someone pursuing Hunter Biden. What do you think they're going to do with that? Bury it? And that was by Tom Fitton. Yeah, I'll read that on Rumble. Wendy Rogers said, reveal, expose, shine the light on it. Leading reports said breaking. Florida Senate has passed a bill to release the transcripts of a 2006 grand jury that investigated Jeffrey Epstein's sexual assaults of underage girls pending Governor DeSantis' signature. So there you go. They're going to release the 2006 one. What about now? Julian's Rum put this up there. Russian solar flares. What is it, sweetie? What do you want, my darling? What do you want, sweetie? Oh, God love her. Mate said first landing in the moon for over 50 years. Guess who they found? This guy. He's been a freedom fighter. He's been a blood donor. He's been a foster father. He's been a resilient patient. He's been a revived corpse. He's been a war correspondent. He's been an American Idol. He's been a radiology tech. And he's been a tour guide. Crisis actors, anyone? Actors, that's what they are. The whole thing's an act. Tom Fitton said, why are the DOJ's fake investigations of Biden being funded by Congress without aggressive oversight? And why are the abusive investigations of Trump and election interference being funded without aggressive oversight and or defunding? Because the people couldn't be told, they had to be shown. Britain First said the British police can mobilise an army of officers to protect the third world pedos home from outraged locals. But where are they when English girls are being groomed by Islamic gangs or when your home is being burgled? Wow, they're protecting this guy. Standing outside his home. Who do those police work for? And this classic one. I have played this before a long time ago, but let's have a little look.
Well, I'm telling you, as a man, that's bullshit. It's total bullshit. They have to tolerate that shit.
Okay, I might not be able to play it on here. I'll have to do that one on Rumble because there's music in the background. Ian Miles Chong said it was a cyber attack. They're covering it up. If there truly was a solar flare event, it would have been global and affected more than one carrier. Chase Geyser said, Geyser, I don't know. Geyser. So let me get this straight. Solar flares cannot bring down Verizon or T-Mobile cell service. Solar flares can only impact AT&T. Verizon, sorry, or T-Mobile. They can only impact AT&T. Got it? Now people are saying, oh, no, yes, it was a software update, you know. Yep, okay, I'll read that one on Rumble. Leading reports said breaking, Elon Musk has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize by a Norwegian lawmaker who praised the ex-owner as a stout proponent for free speech. Kim Runner said hope is a powerful frequency and feeling. Spread it. Have it and spread it. Hope, because there is hope, believe me. Okay, and now Kanoka the Great said new Joe Rogan and Dr. Phil discussed the American medical system's endorsement of hormonal therapy and sex reassignment surgery for children. So we're going to go into that over on Rumble. And this one. Dr. Phil informs Joe Rogan that reinstating Trump's Remain in Mexico policy would end the border invasion. China's purchasing land near US military bases with an... Ooh, Dr. Phil has open eyes. Okay, Dr. Phil stuns Joe Rogan, showing him Chinese purchased farmland locations as it relates to our country's military installations. We've got Trump's new ad. We've got DC Insider Score update. Quiver quantitative. I've been working on quantifying how closely different companies are tied to the US government. Current top 10, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Pfizer, Ford, Microsoft, Honeywell, Accenture, IBM, Raytheon and Oracle. Yes, I'm sure they're not doing anything bad there, are they? Congressional stock trading, corporate lobbying, government contracts to generate proprietary DC Insider Score for publicly traded companies. They rank companies based on their presence in each category over the last year and average those rankings to create the final DC Insider Score. Wow. Okay, again, more on the stock trades by Congress that have caught people's attention. I wonder if I should be able to play this one.
Tuberville just dumped a huge amount of his portfolio this month, and I mean huge. To put it into perspective, out of the 61 trades he made over the last month, 59 of them were sales. The other 2 were purchases of put contracts, which if you don't know, is a way to bet against the stock. The reason I'm telling you this is because Tuberville isn't just your regular congressman. When it comes to trading, he has one of the best records in Congress, right next to Nancy Pelosi. And maybe one of the reasons behind this performance is the crazy amount of Senate committees that he's on. There's too many to read, so you can pause and take a screenshot if you want. But it's safe to say, with the amount of privileged info he gets from sitting on all these committees, you definitely want to pay attention to his trades. Now, here's the weird part. Whenever you see a lot of bulk buying or selling by a lawmaker, you typically see some sort of trend. For instance, they could be selling financial stocks or buying energy stocks. But with the Tuberville trades here, I don't see any rhyme or reason to it. He's selling everything from automobile companies like Ferrari, semiconductor stocks like AMD, regional banks like Southern State, and I could go on and on. But here's the catch though. As if Tuberville selling all these stocks isn't a bad enough sign, this week specifically, we've seen some of the richest people in the world selling billions in stocks. In February alone, Jeff Bezos sold 33 million shares of Amazon, which at $170 each comes out to $5.6 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, same story, 900,000 shares of Meta for $416 million. And the list goes on. My point is, when selling like this is going on by the world's richest and most powerful people, it makes you wonder if they know something that we don't. To see any of the data mentioned in this video, I'm at a website called Quiver Quant where you can track it all for free, and would love for you to check it out when you get the chance. And as always, thanks for watching.
There you go. Things are about to go down, guys. I do believe. Okay, GLoff tagged me in this. On my live stream from 2 days back, I believe it was Dealey who asked about the event in Naples, Florida. And I said in the chat it was a crash of a 75 Liberty Learjet on Interstate 75 with 3 dead, 3 living. Here's the event, part 1 of 2. Okay, let me just... I'll make that bigger and start that again. Okay, I'd probably be a bit worried if I was in one of those cars, and this is the second part of it.
Is there anybody else in there? Are they alive?
I don't know. I don't have my phone.
Wow, so there you go. Chuck Costello said, breaking report, new footage emerges of moment 3 survivors escaped the horrifying private jet crash on I-75 in Naples, Florida that claimed 2 lives. The plane was purportedly on approach to Naples airport when the flight lost both engines. The pilot and the co-pilot did not survive. So there you go. Leading report, breaking over 35 law professors have contacted the DOJ in a letter requesting the release of Julian Assange. We respectfully urge you to uphold the First Amendment and drop all Espionage Act charges against Julian Assange. I wonder why they're doing this now. Like, I mean, the people have been crying about it for years, but even Australia is thinking of doing this now. And I hope no one assassinates the guy. Sorry, but I've got a runny nose. It's cold here today. Okay. This one. GLoff tagged me in another one that was quite funny, actually. Okay. GLoff said, is it that I don't possess a fluent understanding of the Australian English, or that I don't possess a fluent understanding of Island Moronics? It's probably the latter. Okay, so Coles CEO's excuse for sky-high prices at supermarkets in Australia is distances and transport costs. They've been saying this for years. They've got a huge profit margin, by the way.
The CEO of Coles was on Four Corners recently trying to explain why Coles and Woolworths are amongst the most profitable retailers in the world. But one of her excuses was, I don't know what to say.
So there are quite often comparisons that are made between the UK and Australia. But Australia has about a third of the population of the UK, but we operate stores on a geographic footprint which is 30 times the size. And so those considerations need to be taken into account when those margins are compared.
Let's be clear. This woman's paid millions of dollars a year to run $1 billion business. And what she just said was that because of the big distances in Australia, because of all the transport costs, because it's more expensive to move things around in Australia than it is in the UK, all those extra costs are why her company makes more profit than companies in the UK or anywhere else in the world. If they're spending far more on transport, then the profits in Australia should be lower, not higher. The supermarkets in Australia are just taking the piss. They are amongst the most profitable in the world. They've increased their prices faster than their costs have gone up. That's why they're making so much money. All of the excuses they come up with are nonsense. What matters is we're paying more for stuff in the supermarkets because they're making such big profits. This is not complicated, and it's got nothing to do with transport costs.
Exactly. That's why they're making such a big. That's why they're making such a big profit. It's ridiculous. The woman is a moron. She's an absolute. I don't know how she's CEO of anything. Shit. Oh my God. Okay, World News X365. US looks to Australian city to counter China. Number 1, Darwin, Australia, is a key city in the US-led Defence Alliance in the Pacific. 2, the city has historical significance as it was attacked by Japan in 1942. 3, there are concerns that Darwin's military bases make it a potential target in a conflict with China. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese will meet with US President Joe Biden in Washington to discuss... Oh, dear God. That's not going to go well, is it? 2 brainless idiots meeting to discuss deterring an assertive China. Holy God. In Darwin, a city important to the US-led Defence Alliance in the Pacific, there are concerns about becoming a target in a potential conflict. Darwin experienced a deadly attack by Japanese aircraft in 1942 and now serves as a key military base in the region. While American interest in the city is reassuring for those wary of China's power, there are concerns about inviting conflict. I'll say. Oh my God. Actually, I don't even like that. You know why? Because Joe and Anthony Albanese are meeting. That's not going to accomplish anything. Oh my God. Here's another one. Just delusion pragmatist. The 2 most strategic military bases Australia has are Port of Darwin, Australia's gateway in the event of attack, and Port of Newcastle, which is home to Australia's 72 F-35 strike attack aircraft, both controlled by China. If attacked, we would be annihilated in 5 minutes. And yes, I made a funny noise with my mouth. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. PM announces China trip 2 days after deciding not to cancel Port of Darwin lease to China. They've leased it to China. Port of Newcastle's 50% Chinese ownership has never been a problem, says CEO, as Canberra releases talking points of Chinese ownership of Port of Darwin. They own Darwin. And Mark PG, like an example. Okay? It's not a delivery or anything, is it? I'm waiting on one. Mark PG said Australia has been attacked by China in Darwin. This is a theoretical, right? Albanese can't be contacted for a response. He's travelling in a car. I don't know. I don't think Australia has not been attacked. But if they did, I can't see Albanese doing much to stop it anyway. Okay. 40 Heads said truth. I'm at the age where my mind firmly believes I'm 29, my humour suggests I'm 12, and my body positivity died in the Civil War, okay? That's where I'm at too. Believe me. Okay, Shannon Gooden said Libs of TikTok, the alleged Minnesota shooter, tried getting back his gun rights in 2020 after they were taken away from a 2008 felony assault conviction. His petition was denied. He likely had a firearm illegally. I'm absolutely shocked that criminals can get hold of guns even when they're not allowed to have one. Because it doesn't matter what law they put in. It doesn't matter what law they put in. Criminals will find a way to have a gun. Let me tell you, there's still shootings in Australia. And they're not by legal firearm owners either. They're by people who get them illegally in the black market. You're not going to stop that. This was interesting. Dr. Russell McGregor was talking about Taylor Swift's psyop. There are two options for her. Endorsement of President Trump just before the election with a repudiation of her satanic industry politics and friends, or continued support of the deep state. I'd probably think the second one. He believes the former has a higher probability. This is because white hats are in... I might have to read this over on Rumble. And she has the capacity to move 5% of the electorate and all that. I don't know. We'll read it over on Rumble. I've cat hair everywhere now since she's been rubbed up against the microphone and me and my cup. Jason James said, America, heed this warning from Canada. This is how it begins. It started in British Columbia. Billions of dollars flowed into our real estate market from Hong Kong and China. I was there. I grew up in Vancouver during this period. It took less than a decade for Canadian citizens, many also working-class Chinese, to be priced out of home ownership as our real estate market inflated into a now world-famous bubble with cooperation from politicians and business leaders who were all on the take. Next came organised crime, underground banks, money laundering, a deadly fentanyl epidemic, tent cities and a litany of other problems, all funded by the CCP. During this time, Chinese organisations sprouted up everywhere, all of them part of the CCP's United Front Work Department. Through these organisations, United Front agents were installed in our municipal and provincial governments. Then they expanded into other provinces, namely Ontario, our national industries and eventually our federal government. Our current Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has been captured in photos at fundraisers with many of these agents and has accepted numerous donations from people and groups who are known to be members of the United Front. Toronto is now becoming the next Vancouver as CCP money laundering swallows their real estate market via massive mortgage fraud schemes. We've reached a point where the CCP is so embedded in the Canadian economy that if we were to somehow remove their money and influence, it would collapse our economy completely. This is where it starts. If you let them in, they will own you. It has nothing to do with race or nationality. It has everything to do with the foreign communist government hell-bent on destroying the West. And if you still don't believe me, watch my podcast episode with Sam Cooper below. He's an investigative journalist who's been tracking this story for years. You've been warned. And that was with this lady here. I mean, therefore I am. New San Francisco appoints first non-citizen to serve on Elections Commission. I think I might have read that one already. No. No, it's just been sitting there for a couple of days. Yep, we got a Chinese infiltrator in our government, Penny Wong. So there you go. Okay, we'll do that one over on Rumble. That one as well. SGT report. Had the hashtag sheeple. Natural immunity FTW, which means the world. Raw milk outlawed. Incandescent light bulbs illegal. Claiming a herb can cure someone's health problem, criminal. Feeding newborn baby GMO corn syrup as sole source of nutrition, totally cool. Mead Johnson Nutrition. This product contains a pioneered food ingredient, a family brand. Ingredients, corn syrup solids, 55%. They've got sunflower oils, palm, oil, coconut, soy, and high oleic sunflower oils. Oh, I wouldn't be giving them that. Half of these things are Mortierella alpina oil, schizo oil. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. They got some vitamins in there, but Jesus, they got a lot of, like, weird oils in there. Oh, no. What's going on? Hang on. One sec, guys. Hello? Oh, it is too. Thank you. Oh, that was because of the movie the other day. Okay, thank you, Alex. Bye. Okay, my screen is off center. Right, let me just work on this. Let me put it back to where it was. Sorry, guys. I didn't even realise that my screen was off center. That was from doing the movie over on Rumble the other day. Sorry. Anyway, this is what it is. Okay, and there's a lot of weird oils in that. If you want to take a screenshot and read the oils, you might be able to read them better than I can pronounce them. Okay. Nick Adams, alpha male, said Fannie Willis and her stacks of cash. I wonder where she got that from. Not money laundering or anything, eh? Disclosed TV. New Australia's Parliament has passed a motion calling the US and UK to allow WikiLeaks' Julian Assange to return to Australia. There you go. I just hope that, because he's protected. I'll be back. Trump posted this on Truth Social. Donald J. Trump. Fanny never paid cash. She got free trip. I did read that one last time. So this is where we're up to. So what we're going to do is... Sorry about the screen, guys. I just got to the end of it. Oh, dear. Because I can't see the comments when I'm reading the news. So if you're wondering why I don't know, that is because I cannot read the comments. Okay, I can only go so far back. Hey, Zal, how you going? Kai said Tony's on her way home already. I'll probably drop off when she gets home. Concheggy Yowie's in here somewhere. How you going? Zal said solar flares are total BS. We don't spin around a fiery ball of gas. Darren said it's just the water company says the outage is technical. To me, that could mean a hack. Alex said I'm glad I have some supplies if the shit does hit the fan. Not much, but hopefully enough. I may get a few more bits, though. It's a good idea. George said I don't drink tap water. MJ said, Darren, please tell me you have extra stocked. Darren said, but do you wash and flush the toilet? Alex said, I try not to either. I do use it for tea, though, George. Luna said, my internet just cut out. Back on now, thankfully. Oh, there you go. And Conchega said, going over to Rumble. Teresa said, moving on over, see y'all. Shannon said, that's why I don't get a brain chip, software updates. Could be hacked. Darren said, I never understood why there isn't a separate supply for flushing toilets that could easily use seawater with a little treatment. Sal said, all Dem-supported legal disputes are handled differently to the rest of us. A rule for thee and not for me, exactly. Darren said, lol, Shannon, a Google brain chip that makes you see everyone as black. Shannon said, daughter has requested scrambled eggs for breakfast. Oh, yum. I might go and have scrambled eggs after this. MJ says a pervert. Sal says Trudeau. Alex said, no thanks to brain chips. The only chips I like go in a nice nutty bread roll. Deb said, sound nice, Shannon, on toast, thank you. Kai said, Justin Trudeau. Okay, Luna said, Shannon, we're having bacon and eggs and sausages. Darren said, chip buddies are brain food. MJ or with French onion dip. Ooh. Alex said, plenty of butter and barbecue sauce. Kai said, I'm not worried about the chip, no brains. I think from what I read of Neuralink, because I did read a little bit about it, I believe they said you put the chips in to fix everything, and then they can take them back out again. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Darren said, I trust the chip more than the program it runs. Oh, cat hair right on my nose. I think I got it. I can see. Oh no, that's the steam from my cup of tea rising. Alex said, I would just be worried you couldn't be able to control the brain chip yourself. Dana, how you going? Alex said, cheesy chips, Darren. Kai said, I'll do it to stop my seizures. Just look into it, Kai. Get Tony to look into it, Neuralink, because I think they can, and they were taking people that had severe brain injuries and things like that. So I don't know. Shannon said, fresh eggs straight from my chook's clacker. Darren said, Alex, you'd probably have to pay a monthly prescription to keep it running. George said, he looks mad. That's it, Ken Copeland, that's the name. Sherry said, that teacher is possessed. Kai said, if and only if I knew it would work. Just get Tony to look into it and read about it, maybe, Kai. Yep, D. Lee said, Kenneth Copeland. Yep, Alex said, that bloke is evil, proper creep he is. He's no pastor. Remember his blood drinking he did on stage with another bloke? He's done a lot of really weird things. That man. And I honestly wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Sorry. Deb said, thank God others see this shit in him. Yeah, exactly. David said, millionaire preacher, enough said. Exactly. And if you just search his name on YouTube, right, and just look at all the videos that you can find on him, and you'll realise pretty quickly. Alex said, is that his name, Sherry? It's Kenneth Copeland. Yes, Alex. George said, a preacher who sold his soul. I believe so, and you can see it in his eyes. I don't know, his eyes... His whole face looks a bit evil to me. Darren said, wow, the things the French protesters can get away with. Deb said he demanded that his followers had to pay him in the pandemic. Zal said, more CGI and setups coming from the mainstream folks, buyer beware. Alex said, I knew his face, but I didn't know his name. Yeah, I knew his name, but forgot it briefly. Kai said, Dana, sorry, twitchy. Darren said that they said the solar flares are the worst since 2017. So we had internet outages due to a solar flare in 2017. That's news to me. Exactly. Dealey said, Alex, he gives me the creeps. Shannon said, now my lad has requested ham and cheese toast. Oh, my God. You're making me hungry, Shannon. I better hurry this up to go over to Rumble so I can finish up and go and eat. Now, Shannon's making me hungry. Stop it. Alex said, that doesn't surprise me, Zal. It's getting so good now. Hard to tell the difference unless you know what to look out for. Dana said, She believes they are going to hit us with bogus cyber attack clause. Did promise one? Yes, they have. And they've been hinting at it for weeks now. Kai said, yeah, that new CGI can be downright creepy. Alex said, me too, Dealey, especially with the blood drinking. Darren said, I thought that sort of farming was illegal. Yeah, you would have thought so, but no, Bill Gates wants to bring it back. Alex said, yeah, that's horrible. Animals in cages make me want to cry. Look, they're meant to roam the ground. These people just want to rape the resources from every country. That's why they want the land. They don't want the cows to have it. They want to dig into it and see what they can get out of it. That's what they want to do. And they will be in control and they will be rich, and everyone else, even the people working there, will be slaves, like the cobalt workers over in wherever. That's what they want. Deb said, I'll have to eat my pizza since Shannon has not made me eggs on toast. George said, not illegal in the USA. Kai said they're trying to outlaw backyard gardens also. Yeah, well, they can come and arrest me for mine. What did you get arrested for? I had a backyard garden. I was growing food. Alex said, don't worry, they'll be selling steak made of human feces soon. Japan's already doing it. Ew. Yep, Leisha, Alex, his name is Kenneth Copeland. Yep. Kai said, in the US anyway. And how you going, Leisha? MJ said, Kai, they're certifying gardeners. I shit you not. Really? Leisha said, my keyboard keeps freezing on my phone. Mine does that. And then I have to close my whole... It gets stuck on YouTube with the keyboard. And then I can't type anything and I can't do anything and I've got to shut my phone down, restart it, bring it back up. It's weird. My phone's behaving weird. Alex said, that's annoying, and then it all comes out at once. Kai said, in 1 or 2 states or everywhere. MJ said, tell you what, to grow so people feel they help the environment and get their info, yes, on YouTube videos. George said, yummy, bug milk. Zal said, bet those home invaders in Queensland were African. I wouldn't be surprised. I told people years ago on Facebook, Australia's going to find out the hard way why they need to be armed. I'm just checking just in case someone else has sent me a message now saying my mic's off or something. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for warning me and telling me that my screen was off. God almighty. There's always something with me, isn't there? Zal said bug milk. Kai said son of a woman of the night. MJ said I love gardening and watch gardening vids. Yeah, I do too. Darren said, why breed thousands of bugs when cows produce perfectly healthy milk? I know. Do you think the bug milk will be healthy? Did you see the faces on the ladies who, some of the, like 3 out of the 4 or 5 were like, their expressions weren't good. D-Lee said, nope, I'll pass, no bugs for me. John Paul, how you going? Oh my God, that makes me feel sick. Selena said, hard pass. Alex said, eat the bugs. Kai said, I don't think us Tennessee folks will cotton to that very well. Sal said, there's always a scarcity mentality when they're pushing these WEF narratives. Yeah, there always is. It's not scarce, it's just that they're trying to buy up all the farms so people can't grow food. Conchega Yowie said, tip for weight loss, half teaspoon of bicarb in your coffee before food. That might work in water as well. MJ said bugs are poison. That's what I think. Alex said they want us eating all the bugs while they keep their luxury food. Darren said a crossing is black and white. Colourful crossings are not lawful and would not be easy to see for someone that is colourblind. There you go. Kai said, I think the upper-ups know their asses are in a sling. George said, next there'll be bug beer. MJ said, shot chittin' in your food, chittin' in your food. Kai said, everything is poisoned a little tiny bit. Conchega said, Rumble is having a small grumble. Yeah, it probably will, but I know this time that I have to, when I end the stream, When I finished, I have to let it play out until it's, and then click end stream. So I don't cut the stream off halfway through. Okay, Darren said, our government always produces faulty systems and software and spends millions for the privilege. Kai said, water, air, so on. Dana said, I truly wish these brainwashed political zombies promoting the bug BS to save the planet addresses a military war machine that's the biggest offender of the environment, not you and me. Exactly. Alex said, yes, all the dangerous criminals are in our countries now. George said, the enemy is within. Alex said, signing up to our militaries too. Kai said, on my channel, second video on comments, Alex, go look real quickly, won't take long, I pinned the comment. Alex said, it's no coincidence, they're all young fighting age men coming in. Kai said, please check your like button and fill it in. Darren said, they are the future. They are the future us, Alex. Kai said, ever see Idiocracy? Yes, I have. George said, yeah, Alex, brave men leaving their women and children behind. Alex said, not good. Sky painting everywhere, Kai. I can't see a pinned comment. But is it Bruce sees all comment? Kai said, I told my stepdaughter if she deployed again, I'd break something on her. Oh. Alex said, crime has gone up so much here, George. John said, hi, everyone. I have to go to my turn to take the dogs out. We'll catch up soon, hopefully. Have a good one, John Paul. Darren said, I thought it was impossible when I saw it, Kai. Now it's real. All we need to do is get the plants to grow again, stop vilifying CO2. It's not a bad gas. Trees need it to breathe, and then in return they give us oxygen. I learnt that in 8th grade science. Maybe 7th grade science. George said, I remember watching that live a few years ago. Deb said, the whole world is just a stage and we a mere player. Conchega said, John Paul, who let the dogs out? Who? Kai said, there should have been on from pilot. Said, I fly jets. I love when they tell me where to turn on the chemicals. We do it over water to get the fish to... And it's cut off. Alex said, take care, see you soon, John Paul. Darren said, Alex, you think that because you have the wrong definition of crime is something against the narrative now. Alex said, that's going to be stuck in my head now, Conchega Yowie. Yeah, who let the dogs out? Oh. Shannon said, kids fed. Oh, that was good, that's quick. Kai said, dude might have removed it. Darren said, violence and theft is just a result of living in a free society, according to American media. Alex said, I would say sexual abuse and stabbing is pretty criminal, but the world is inverted. Shannon said, isn't Raytheon near you in Mawson Lakes, Deb? Alex said, yeah, diversity is our strength, apparently. Darren said, it isn't crime anymore, Alex. That's the elite's idea of fun. Conchega said, I'm staying on YouTube for the feed as I can see who's who. Darren said, I feel so much stronger. Kai said, S abuse and R word are worse than petty. Yeah. Deb said, Mawson Lakes is not too far from me. Sherry said, prayers, please, y'all. I lost my sister to cancer yesterday. She had beat it once, but then took... Oh, Sherry. I'm so sorry. Prayers for you and your family. Kai said, Yowie, I know, right? Alex said, these elites will experience fear like they've never known soon enough. Yep, everyone's praying for you, Sherry. Darren said, why did the cars slow down? Why didn't the cars slow down? Look, it could be, right, Darren, that footage, like watching a movie, you know? That's kind of what I thought when I saw it. We're watching a movie. Everything I see, we're watching a movie. Because, I would have been... The cars... Well, I had a scene, and you'd hear a plane coming down above your head, even if you're on a freeway, right? You'd hear the noise, and you'd be looking and at least swerving. I didn't see any cars swerve either. But they did stop afterwards, so I'm not sure. Shannon said, how slow are those cars to react? Lol, they probably couldn't comprehend what happened. Darren said, not even one swerve. Conchega said, ivermectin peeps. It was destroy all parasites in the body. Alex said, I hope you have someone with you. Please reach out if you need anyone. We're all here for you, Sherry. Kai said, I'm going to have to go, guys. May God bless and keep you all. You too, Kai. George said, free Julian Assange. Shannon said, probably a deep fake, Darren. Alex said, take care and see you soon. God bless. Oh, sorry, I just got to watch my cat with the keyboard and everything else. Here she comes again. Here she comes again. Alex said, I heard he had a trial or something the other day, but I don't even know how it went. Shannon said, Jet probably got a in-flight software upgrade. Sherry said, I'm fine, Alex, just angry at what they've done to so many families. Now I worry about my son and grandsons. George said there was a trial the other day. Alex, don't know what happened, lol. Dealey said, hacked by a Russian solar flare. Darren said, me neither, Alex. Tuesday showed the Assange supporters outside the court but didn't follow up the result. Alex said, I think the delay has grown on Rumble, Hev, so it might cut you off again before you finish. Darren said, by the way, Hev, your browser's a bit off the left of screen. Yes, I am sorry, guys. George said, I'll watch Mayha Tuesday as well. Conchega said, look here, we have a data breach. Lucky we had this legislation in place to secure your data. Methinks same as Pam's scenario. Darren said, he is the media now, George. George said, yeah, Darren does go out every weekend while these protests happened. Alex said, it's horrendous, Sherry. These monsters will pay for their crimes. Sending love to you and your grandsons too. Darren said, Mayo goes out too much, George. I worry about how the idiots are now coming up to him. It could get nasty. That happened with Israeli Avi and Rukshan Fernando here in Australia. The Palestinian people, because Rukshan is friends with Israeli Avi, they don't like him anymore, and they were pushing and shuffling him, and so there you go. Conchega said Pelosi's laptop will be the undoing of the whole Democrats regime. It was seized by special forces when they vacated their offices. I remember that. Darren said, Alex, everyone should watch Mayha. What's his name? Mayha Tuzi. Alex said, I watch him sometimes, George. Darren hit 400k the other day. George said, yeah, Darren, he's been threatened a few times now. Alex said he seems to be one of the good guys. Dealey said, Conchega, yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. Just waiting and watching. Shannon said I should text Hev to send to her screen, lol. Deb said, what are we watching today on Rumble as in TV show? No, well, I'm just going through the rest of the news and we'll do a TV show probably midweek, I'm thinking. Around Wednesday. Darren said, Alex, that was only 300,000 in December. George said, yeah, Alex, over 400k now. Darren said, either the left is off screen or the right is obscured by Hev. Dealey said, I wonder what is on Pelosi laptop. Probably everything. Alex said, he's growing crazy fast, but he does share some really interesting news and actually goes out there in the streets to film it all. Shannon said, text sent, but will she hear it? No, it's on silent, so I don't hear him. But I hear the vibration, so it's very weird. Deb said, I used dots so I could see what Shannon had said. Oh, yep, to make it move up so, yep, the little heart doesn't cover it. I can't see the heart today. Mine's clear. I can see through it. Alex said, I just called just in case, lol. Darren said, did the heart get in the way, Deb? Hey, Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Dealey said, Alex to the rescue. Yeah, Alex can ring me when something's wrong, and I'll know then that way, because if my phone's ringing, it's different than just a message, because I get Rumble notifications and YouTube notifications and all notifications, and they all vibrate. I think my cat wants out. I'm going to let her out, guys. Just give me a sec. My hair's gone weird. Okay. Shall we go out, sweetie? Come on. It's a good girl. Okay. We're back. Oh, shit. We're back. Oh, yep, don't let that lay down. It's my vape. I'm trying to give up smoking again. Slowly weaning off it. Okay. Darren said, yay, the screen is on screen at the very last minute. Kanchegiawi said, Dealey, let's have a wee think. Child exploitation, human trafficking, the Drino, harvesting, share trading on the inside, sedition, treason, treachery, fraud. Have I left any out? Oh, where am I? I'm way back in the chat. Alex said, I didn't even notice. Good shout, Shannon. I was too busy looking at the chat. Everyone's thanking Alex. Alex said, Shannon spotted it, Darren. Dealey said, Conchego, I think you cover most everything. Menacing Muskrat's asking how everyone's doing. Darren said, I did also say, Shannon said, Hev needs a second monitor. I've got one. I was just paying attention to them, reading the news. I wasn't looking at the second monitor and didn't realise the whole screen was out. Alex said, I thought Hev did have 2 monitors. Sharon, yep, I do. Muskrat said, I feel very edgy, weird. Yeah, I feel a bit weird today. Darren said, I'm good, Muskrat, but the water supply brownout is a worry. Deb said, so is it X-Files today? Alex said, I know what you mean. I had a weird anxiety panic attack the other day and I don't know why, Menacing Muskrat. Deb said, when will Tim Air come on alive? I don't know. I've got to contact him to see when he's free. George said, why are you feeling edgy, weird, menacing? Shaggy Hour said, Tim Air. Deb said, from bum to plate. Shaggy Hour said, Hev, is that your body removing waste? Let it run. But no, it wasn't. No, I made funny noise with my mouth. I don't know. I read that one. Alex said, can't wait for the Hev Tim Air chat. Yep. Shannon said, making a K-Borg, he would be unstoppable resistance is futile. Darren said, and the Hev Tim Air Alex chat too. Teresa said, big box preachers demonic. Deb said, yes, we would love Alex and Timmy on the live with Hev. Alex said, what was that? That just flew past the screen. Maybe a Bella cat hair? Could have been. Like, they're all over my mic. Like, she's really been rubbing up against this mic, let me tell you. That's probably where the cat hair in my mouth and nose is coming from. Too close to the mic. Conchega said, China invaded decades ago. Look at the infrastructure they own. Yeah, they own the the Darwin port and 50% of the Newcastle military base as well. Teresa said, Billy Gates 2.0. George said, same here in the UK, Hev. Conchega said, Australia, the corporation, not the nation, is owned by DJT. Taken with EO Executive Order 13818 and Executive Order 13848. We are now a state of the new US 1776 Republic, hence the changes with the subs and surface warship contracts. I would love that. I would love that. I absolutely love it. Deb said, I'm so glad my phone tiles are not sticking. When on live with Hev, it does happen on the same YouTuber show. George said, when the government and police stop protecting us, time to start arming ourselves. Darren said, when I'm a celeb started, I thought the bug eating was over the top way to degrade celebrities. I never thought they were preparing us to eat them for real. Alex said, I just had to go back and review it. Just after we were speaking about that, Kenneth Copeland selling his soul, and a massive white line flew over from near the bed past the screen. Oh, wow. Creepy. Alex said, I took a video to send you, Hev. Now I'm on 2 times speed to catch up. Thank you, Alex. Dealey said, yes, trees need CO2. Luna said, I have to go, lovelies, and start baking while it's not too hot here. Good luck, Luna. Have fun. Alex said, take care. See you soon. Darren said, climate change is a scam. You know when people say the science is settled and cannot be disputed, that it's a scam. Exactly. Alex said, yeah, like the ozone thing and all the other crud they've come up with over the years to funnel money, Darren. Deb said, Drake's owner is putting the thieves on a shorts of people walking into the store, stealing just like in other countries, so now they're asking for the public to help. Darren said, 1 minute we're all going to die from a sudden ice age, next minute we're all going to boil like a lobster in a pot. All along, nothing has been put into place to cope with such changes. George said, the Jaws tune came into my head when Hev's cat's tail went across the screen, lol. Alex said, I'll never trust anything they say ever again, not that I did before, Darren. Shannon said, I rang the IT crowd to help with your computer problems, Hev. They said, have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, I have, Shannon. Darren said, to my shame, Alex, I did used to listen to what they said, not for many years now. Alex said, IT crowd is so funny. Shannon said, it's not for you, Jen, lol. Darren says, oh, so that should do it, Shannon. If not, give a 70s bashing. Alex said, many people did, but at least you know now, Darren. Whoop. Hang on. Okay, where am I up to? Menacing Muskrat has put CBS News, Kenneth Copeland. Shannon said, give it a damn good thrashing. Works for Basil Volti, lol. Deb said, menacing, that man is sickening. Alex said, your hair looks beautiful, Heaven. It's getting so long now. Yes, getting there again. Won't be long till it's back where how it was. I could do it properly. It's good. Sal said, when the Australian police did nothing to assist Rukshan and uphold the laws of the country at the most peaceful mass demonstration, proves that it's government-sponsored in some way, just like BLM. There's a hair, look, floating in the... I agree, Zal. Shannon said, Hev's bedroom has gotten a little blue. Yeah, it did. There's dolphins on the bed now. Deb said, I love Basil, Shannon. I feel like Basil Fawlty a lot. I don't know why. Darren said, started questioning mid-90s, was politically homeless from 2000s, had a moment of hope in 2016 with Brexit, then lost all remaining trust since then. Shannon said, don't mention the war. Sal said, we're on the precipice, folks. That's why the energy's weird. Alex said, I'm looking forward to the next X-Files episode. That was a lot of fun the other day. The next one's going to be like an hour and a half long, the episodes, because there's 2 of them. And I'll play them both together so you don't we're not on a cliffhanger 1 week for the next week. So it'll be an hour and a half watching the video and then me looking at chat and yeah. Dealey said, I actually feel very relaxed and at peace lately. Alex said, with lots of info that was well before its time. Darren says, there's a new X-Files? Deb said, oh no, I've been showing the old ones. Deb said, I love making the fake toilet sounds that freaks out the old fella. Menacing Muskrat said, Hev's got new bedding? Not new, just changed it. Shannon said, Kyborg, the cyborg, if he gets a musk chip as Hev is suggesting. No, I just suggest look into it, that's all. Alex said, we did a watch with Hev the other day, an X-Files episode, Darren. I wondered where you were. Sal said, Musk is COINTEL Pro, buyer beware. Darren said, what was that on Rumble, Alex? Yep. Shannon said, that's what I said, Muskie, socks is good. Pardon me, hang on, I'm going to hiccup or burp, one of the two. Deb said, that sounds good, our Kai cyborg. George said, damn, I missed that, Alex. Alex said, yeah, it was the last video on Rumble. That Darren, Zal said, we're the carbon they want to get rid of. Yep. Darren said, it could have been the day I didn't have a computer. The old one broke and I had to get a new one. Ooh. Dealey said, whoops, that's a good one, Shannon. Alex said, I think we're going to make it a weekly thing. Next one is a double episode called Dreamland 1 and 2. It is. And it's like the Philadelphia experiment kind of thing, yeah. Sal said, climate change is completely false. There's no science to prove anything. For once, I wish someone would expose the tech they're using to alter the weather. I agree. Shannon said he would be like one of those Boston Dynamic robots that they repeatedly push over and hit with hockey sticks. No. Darren said, is there a schedule for live streams? Not really. Only this time of the day is when I normally come on, and it's when I can because I babysit through the week as well. So it's hard. Sometimes I don't know from 1 week to the next which days I'm babysitting. So that's the only problem I have at the moment. But normally the same time as I started this live stream. is when I will be going live on Rumble or YouTube. If you don't see me on YouTube for a few days in a row, probably check Rumble just in case. Deb said, angel hair. Alex said, oh yes, I remember you saying your laptop broke, Darren. Deb said, fly by the seat of our pants, Darren. George said, I'll give it a watch, Alex. Alex said, it was like being at the movies, people throwing popcorn and everything. Alex said, I love the X-Files, George. And George said, yep, so do I, Alex. Okay, guys, with that, I'm going to go off YouTube. I'll be on Rumble. So you need an upgrade anyway. Now you can hopefully fix the L1 up to view Rumble on TV easier. Yeah, I've got to upgrade mine. I think I need faster mechanisms in my computer. There it is. Alex has put the xfiles.com watch with me. Menacing Muskrat said I watch X-Files on Vaughn Live. Cool. Okay, guys, there won't be an outro. I'm just going to put the welcome sign up for a little bit until I know that YouTube has actually stopped. And it's about 30 seconds or so. So you'll see the welcome thing for about 30 seconds and then I'll continue on with Rumble. Okay, guys, hopefully see you over there. If there's a lag, I don't know, maybe catch up when it's done. I don't know. You can try. I'll see you over there. Anyway, bye.